Here's poet Marilyn Gove in a reading of her original work.
Next up is Marilyn Gove.
Come on, I deserve applause too. You can do better than that. This may be the only time I get it all month, so thank you very much. When I received, the invitation about tonight, I just love this venue. So I just really wanted to be here, but I don't generally write haiku. If you tell me 575, my head spins. I write poetry, and sometimes I don't even know what kind of poetry I've written. But I decided, even though I could come tonight and, sit and listen, I decided to write a few haiku and take on the challenge. So thank you very much, Jennifer. The first thing is, I'm in a workshop up in Westwood. I'm one of maybe 10 poets who refer to themselves as the Tuesday evening poets. And we recently, or actually the former poet laureate Lynn Vitti, actually had this small micro chapbook developed, and it was distributed throughout Westwood. So I have what I would call a short poem in here, and now all I have to do is find it, and then I can read it to you. It was actually part of a larger poem, which I felt never fit. And then it occurred to me, this is its own poem. So I grabbed it and took it out. Anyone remember the blizzard of 1978? Oh, yes. Yeah, everybody does. So this poem is titled The Blizzard of 1978. The gray bone of winter pounds the northeast with heavy snow. Streets howl with despair. Trees topple. Power goes out. Shabbat candles dot the darkened house with circles of light. Okay. And now, onto those wonderful haiku I wrote for this occasion. Haiku, courage. There is no excuse. This life is of your own making. Attitude is malleable. Haiku. Imagine. The canvas is blank. Watercolors, oil pastels, crayons in a box. The last haiku, day's end. Shadows paint the wall. Dusk draws daylight from the sky. Planes soar overhead. And I have one, again, another short poem, called A Different Time. I think of my patio in Southern California, sunlight warming the coarse edges of its stucco walls, palm trees lulled by a melodic wind, Lady Ella's sultry voice scat singing in the background, a glass of iced tea sweating on a small outdoor table. And I thought we were supposed to read for 5 minutes.
Absolutely.
What's that?
Does anyone time?
No, I know. So, and also the invite said you could read anybody's poetry, not just your own. So, we all look for usually some very famous poet and we read something. But a poet friend, recently, as was discussed tonight, has written this new book. So I wanted to read one of her haiku. We got to promote ourselves, right? Haiku bouquet, number 1. Dilapidated fence, pig wanders over for breakfast. Outdoor bridal shower, guest unwrap their umbrellas. Divided nation, half want chocolate chip, the other sorbet. And there's one more, and this, of course, is by Elaine Sorrentino. I should have mentioned her name. I know it's been mentioned earlier. And Jennifer read would you call it a stanza? One of 3 stanzas in the haiku?
No, a haiku is typically just 5, 7, 5.
Okay. Well, there are 3 5-7-5s in this particular haiku. So, yeah. As you can see, I didn't get my degree in, I didn't get a creative arts degree. Haiku bouquet number 2. Bona fide poets spend 1 short month each year converting haters. Trick-or-treaters asleep, I Google what wine pairs with Snickers. Hoofprints on the roof, I don't believe in Santa, must be unicorns. Elaine actually read that. I heard it last year at one of the events that, Marion has. I remember laughing, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're so glad you stopped by. If you would like to support community in action through media, please consider donating to the local scene. The QR code here will take you where you need to go. Thanks, friend.